I hear Hanzo, I normally think of and normally when I think of ninja, I think of you guys wouldn't understand, it's an Overwatch thing. Play Overwatch. But Yu-Gi-Oh players, when you guys hear Ninja or Hanzo, you probably should be thinking of 3-card extra link with Infinite Negates. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm TheCaliEffect, and if you guys want to see more videos like this, then go and destroy that subscribe button. But more importantly, go ahead and throw some shurikens at that notification bell because, well, we just too strong. I also want to give this time to say a special thanks to every single one of my Patreons. Without you guys, videos like this would not be possible. I appreciate every single one of you guys' continued support. Without further ado, I present to you a competitive, in-depth deck profile of, yes, ninjas. Shadow Clone Jutsu too strong. Okay guys, so one thing that I like about ninjas is that you can see what is unseen. So let's see those stats. The thing that I like about ninjas the most is that it has the ability to, of course, make some huge plays. This deck has built-in ways to make E-Soul with ease, and even if it can't make E-Soul, it has a link monster of its own, allowing you to get some Shadow Clone Jutsus to your side of the field. I think that this deck is a very, very strong regional level event. Now, could I be wrong? Could it be a tier 1 deck? Possibly. It works just like Gouki in the fact that it can make some stupid boards with very little cards and give you an insane amount of advantage. Let's start off with the monsters. I'm rolling with quite a few ninjas right now. My boys, my dogs, starting off with the best monster in the deck. 3 copies of Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo. Now, the reason why he is so powerful is that when he is normal summon, he can clone a new Jutsu art from your deck to your hand. But even more importantly, when he special summon, you can add a ninja monster from your deck to your hand. The best thing about him is that he is not once per turn. He is basically every Gouki monster's dream because Gouki monsters all activate once per turn when they're sent to the graveyard. This is the monster that we're going to abuse to our side of the field to add as many ninja monsters from our deck to our hand. 3 copies of Twilight Ninja Joken. You can actually somewhat reference him to Gouki Subrex. Basically, when you have a Nujutsu art card in your hand, you can reveal it to special summon himself to your side of the field. Hanzo plus Ninjutsu or Twilight Ninja Joken is a free E-Soul. All you do is summon the Hanzo, reveal the monster, reveal the Ninjutsu art that you added with Hanzo, and then special summon the Joken, and it's just really powerful. The best thing about this card is that it is a level 7 and it is a pendulum monster, like 2 things that are dumb good with this deck. We follow up with that with 2 copies of Twilight Ninja Kagan. Now this is the best level 1 ninja monster in the deck. Not only can we pendulum summon in this deck now because he's a 10 and that's a 1, his restrictions only allow you to pendulum summon ninja monsters, but that's okay. I mean, I don't really think we care because we're going to be special summoning some really powerful monsters. He also is searchable through the effects of Hanzo, and he allows you to make your Link Kriwa, which is the end of your Tri-Gate Wizard lock. Of your extra link lock. He's just a really powerful card and is very searchable. 2 copies of Twilight Ninja Getsu the Shogun. Now this is your Gouki rematch because when you switch it to defense, it allows you to spell summon any 2 ninja monsters from your graveyard to your side of the field, furtherly abusing your Hanzo or any other monster that you need from your graveyard. It is a very powerful card and it's really good at allowing you to extend your plays. 2 copies of Upstart Golden Ninja. Now this card's actually really good, but it's restricted because you have to discard a trap card, and this deck doesn't run too many traps. Now granted, Hanzo does allow you to search traps, and you can run Phantom Knight cards if you guys so choose to search traps, but I stuck with 2 Upstart Golden Ninja because he's really just a name, and even more importantly, in a pinch, he could give me 2 warriors if I play my cards right. Next is 1 copy of Yellow Ninja. Now he is the best worst ninja in the deck. He's the best because all the other ninjas are subpar, and he's the worst because he has this clause that after he special summons a ninja, you can't special summon any other monsters except for ninja from your extra deck. Now, if he did not have this clause, he'd be an immediate 3 of, just because he allows you to tutor any of your ninja monsters to your side of the field for free. Oh my god, he's powerful. The best thing about him is that he is another ninja monster for his name, with a different name, and he has a wind monster in case you want to run your Samorg in your main board or side it in. 1 copy of Mist Valley Apex Avion. Now this card is really good when you want to morph your ninja monsters into a monster. He allows you to get the Infinite Negate, but even more importantly, he's a level 7 monster in a pinch in case you need to make a rank 7 with him. 1 copy of Nightmare Corruptor Ibli. He's almost mandatory for the deck. This is a 42 card deck because I don't want to draw monsters or cards like Nightmare Corruptor Ibli. Next is 2 copies of Junk Forward and 1 copy of Spell Striker. To be honest with you guys, the Warrior Substitute cards that I'm going to show you guys, you can run any Warrior monsters. Again, I'm going to show you guys in the optional or the budget options as well as, you know, your preferences. It is what it is. That is 18 monsters in the deck, no hand traps. I'm going to show you guys a little bit later why I don't run hand traps or why I don't run the 3 hand traps that normal decks run. Next for the spells is 3 copies of Sky Striker Mecha Hornet Drones and 1 copy of Sky Striker Mobilize Engage. The Mobilize Engage is really just a placeholder. Even if you guys wanted to run this deck, you don't have to run Engage. I just want to get into a Warrior monster as fast as possible. With Engage, I run 7 Warriors that are outside of my ninjas that allow me to get into ESO really fast. So I thought that was really fast. You only run Hornet Drones. You don't run any of the Sky Striker Link monsters. So the only thing you guys would need is Hornet Drones. And again, guys, it's $1, so there should be no budget option for the Hornet Drones. Next is 3 Called by the Grave. Really good because this deck is like very vulnerable when it's making its plays, and your opponent's hand traps can put you in a very bad position. Not only that, Called by the Grave is one of the better spells of the game. Next, we do follow up with our equipped spell cards. We run Sword of Deep-Seated because Sword of Deep-Seated allows us, if we hard draw it, to put it back into our deck, making our ESO live. Divine Sword of Phoenix Blade is a very powerful card because it allows it to cycle itself to the hand continuously. 2 copies of Cursed Bamboo Sword, 1 copy of Broken Bamboo Sword, and here's the kicker, guys, I only run 1 copy of Golden Bamboo Sword. Here's my reasoning why. I needed 4 equipped spell cards to have my ESO pop off live, to get my, you know, needed ninja monsters to my side of the field. I felt that drawing multiple copies of Bamboo Sword, or Golden Bamboo Sword, was suboptimal because it literally made my hands unplayable at times. But at the same time, sending Cursed Bamboo Sword and getting nothing from your deck to your hand was pretty bad. I run 1 copy of Golden Bamboo Sword because other copies, in my opinion, clogs. You guys could take out these Sky Striker Mobilize Engage and run another copy of Golden Bamboo Sword, but I wouldn't really recommend running too many equipped spell cards because first of all, you only play 1 ESO. Secondly, it's just not worth it. Like, not in this particular build. This deck doesn't have the space. I don't want to draw like my Golden Bamboo Swords. I just don't want to. I want to get off from my combo as fast as possible. Next is the extenders. 1 copy of Soul Charge, 1 copy of Monster Reborn, 1 copy of World Legacy Secession, and of course the Reinforcement of the Army. These cards are just extenders. Reinforcement of the Army isn't necessarily an extender, but it gets you into what you need. And then actually it could be an extender because it adds Spell Striker, which can banish itself to summon itself. But these guys are amazing. Keep in mind that this deck is really susceptible to hand traps. Cards like Ghost Ogre and Snow Grab, it could stop you in your tracks, but these cards give you extensive options to continue to link forward and summon other monsters to your side of the field. For the Nujitsu cards, I run 1 Nujitsu Art Notebook, 1 Armor Nujitsu Art of Alchemy, and 1 Hidden Village of Nujitsu Arts. I thought that 1, 1, and 1 was perfectly fine. This card is searchable, or all 3 of them are searchable by Hanzo, by Notebook, and by Seizo. So like, I don't really need any more copies. Alchemy seemed really good in multiples and thought, but it was like, I'm doing too much. I'm not getting as much advantage as I want to. And Nujitsu Art Notebook is actually good. I wanted to play an additional copy, but I wound up not. The reason why is because you can discard your Shogun and then activate any of your extenders, Monster Reborn, Soul Charge, or Scoop Charge, and World Legacy Secession to finish off the game. Or basically, it's just really powerful, but I didn't really see a need to play them. These are really good Nujitsu Art cards. That is it for the spells at 20. For traps, we run 4. We run Nujitsu Art Transformation and 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence. If you guys can't afford Infinite Impermanence, I'll show you guys in the budget part. But Nujitsu Art Transformation is good for getting the big bird. We run 4 Nujitsu Art cards. Hanzo's really only going to normal summon to search 1, and then you're going to combo off from there. But the other ones are still really important in case you draw them to extend into your combos. Now, the budget options, if you guys can't afford Infinite Permanence, Lost Wind is always a really good option. Those warrior monsters that you guys see, you can run anything. You can run 3 Junk Forward. You can run 3 Photon Thrasher. One thing I wouldn't suggest is Marauding Captain, mainly because Marauding Captain doesn't allow you to normal summon Hanzo. He has to normal summon himself and he special summons the Hanzo, which messes up your combo unless you already have a Nujitsu Art in your hand. You can run your Bamboo Swords if you wanted to, your Notebooks, really powerful cards, Golden Bamboo Sword, and then another card that I really wanted to point out was Nujitsu Art Shadow of Ceiling. You don't need to extra link your opponent if you run this card, mainly because you can tribute that card to prevent your opponent from summoning into that other extra monster zone. So all of those cards are really powerful. I don't have the Phantom Knight monsters on my hand right now, but Ragged Boots and Gloves, both of those monsters One of them searches the trap, the other one searches the monster. They're pretty good in tandem with each other because the trap card is an Upstart Golden ninja target, which would be the one that summons the warrior monster, and you would also run the one that special summons the Phantom Knight back to your side of the field. Really powerful cards. That is it for the main board. Let me talk to you guys about the extra deck. I run one copy of Ninja Grandmaster Seizo. He is not part of the combo, but he's actually really good. When he's summoned, you get to set one Nujutsu art card from your deck to your side of the field. So really good at allowing you to tutor cards to your side of the field. And also when he's appointing, I think when he points to something, he can't be destroyed or targeted by card effects or something like that. I normally don't summon him in the main monster zone. It just doesn't happen like that. He's sometimes at the end of my combo sequence. One YuGiOh, one Nightmare Griffin, one Firewall Dragon. That's it for our 4s. I wanted to run Borlo Bragan, but I just couldn't. Nightmare Griffin is really important because it allows you to give you the free roam to discard cards like your Nujutsu Art Transformations and then Recurrent Layer. Firewall Dragon's busted, and Saryuja can reset hands. Summon Sorceress, for the people that don't have Summon Sorceress in Europe, cry. There's still ways to like pop off with your combos. I can't show them now because the video will run rather extensive, but Summon Sorceress is really good in this deck. Trigate Wizard, 2 copies of Nightmare Phoenix. You either need to run 2 Phoenixes or 2 Cerberuses. Whichever one that you run duplicate copies of, you're going to wind up with the other monster. I decided that Phoenix was more important because I wanted to wind up with Cerberus, which prevents my monsters that are linked from being destroyed by card effects. I don't really care about the battle. And on top of that, Phoenix allows me to destroy spells and traps. So, you know, Cerberus is a little more useless. 2 copies of Nightmare Goblin. You don't have to run 2 Nightmare Goblins. You can run any other Link 2 that point sideways. I decided Nightmare Goblin because I thought it was the best. Where's the rest? My apologies. The Nightmare Cerberus, the E-Soul, Link Kribo, Nightmare Mermaid, and of course number 42 Galaxy Tomahawk. That's what your Gentetsu is a target of. Now I'm gonna blaze through the side deck really quick. It's not really okay. I'm not gonna blaze through it, but Rolling Lockbirds and Ash Blossoms for your hand traps when you're first to go second. Red Reboots for back row heavy decks. That's the stuff that I'm going to blaze through. The stuff that I'm not going to blaze through is the good cards. So I run the Avermage Goliath with Nujutsu Art of Super Transformation because I can snatch my opponent's monsters and prevent them from going into the extra deck. It's just really nasty when you can do that. Preventing them from, like, if you're going against Gouki, you can snatch up that second Gouki monster and then give them then summon Avermage Goliath, a Morphage Goliath, and what do? They can't go back into the extra deck. It doesn't matter what extenders that they have. 2 copies of Dark Samorg, 1 copy of Nujutsu Art Transformation, and 3 copies of Anti-Spell Fragrance. This is probably the biggest engine for when I'm going first. If my opponent is very spell heavy, I will make the Samorg lock going first, and it's really problematic. Or if I'm going against a track heavy deck, I'll just side in these 2 guys because, again, Altergeist can't really deal with Dark Samorg. It's a very strong monster. They can't activate their traps, or they can't set their traps, which means they can't activate their traps. They're in a really bad position, especially since their deck is entirely trapped. Same thing with Paleo. They have a hard time dealing with Dark Samorg. That is it for the main board, extra deck, and side deck. I'm going to show you guys a combo that you are going to, I don't know how to do that, but love. Konami, if you're watching this, Firewall Dragon is the most ill-designed card in Yu-Gi-Oh history, and here's why. I'm going to show you guys a 3-card extra link with Infinite Negates. I know, right? It just gets that dumb. The only things you're going to need is any ninja monster. You're going to need any other warrior monsters, such as your Marauding Captains, your Sky Strikers, whatever you can to get an additional summon out of a normal monster, and Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo. Hanzo is the only monster that you really need. Anything else can be mix and match between a Junk Forward and another ninja monster. It doesn't matter. What I'm going to do in this combo sequence is activate my first copy of Sky Striker Mecha Hornet Drones to special summon itself to the side of the field. Then I'm going to normal summon Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo using its ability to add Ninja Art of Transformation from my deck to my hand. I'm going to use both monsters for a link summon of E-Soul, 2 Tales of Noble Knights. Now, E-Soul is going to trigger to add 1 warrior monster from my deck to my hand. Keep in mind, the warrior monster that you're going to add from your hand, you cannot summon, so be very careful on what monster you add. I'm going to add Junk Forward from my deck to my hand, seeing that I can't summon it again. Now I'm going to use E-Soul's other effect to send 4 equipped spell cards from my deck to my graveyard. Cursed Sword, Broken Sword, Divine Sword, and Sword of Deep-Seated from my deck to my graveyard. To special summon the second Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo from my deck to my side of the field. That's going to trigger Sword of Deep-Seated to put itself to the top of my deck. It's also going to trigger my Cursed Sword of Bamboo to add Golden Sword of Bamboo from my deck to my hand. Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo is also going to trigger to add Twilight Ninja Jowgen from my deck to my hand. If we were just so to happen to stop right here, we turn 3 cards into 2 monsters on the field and 5 cards in the hand. That's a little busted, but our end board or our end result will get blown out of the water, so it's not that great. We're going to use Iso and Grandmaster Hanzo for another Link Summon into Summon Sorceress. Actually, you want Summon Sorceress to be on your left side when you make that Link Summon, unless you are playing 2 copies of Nightmare Cerberus, which I've already talked about in the, in the extra deck. From there, you are going to activate your Twilight Ninja Jowgen, the second best ninja in the deck, to special summon itself to your side of the field to where Summon Sorceress points to. Use Summon Sorceress effect, targeting the Jowgen to summon another Jowgen from your deck to your side of the field, and now use both of those monsters for an Exceed summon of number 42, Galaxy Tomahawk. Now, Tomahawk in itself could be argued as a really busted card, but still, it's Firewall that makes this all possible. Use Galaxy Tomahawk detaching 2 materials to special summon 4 tokens to your side of the field, or 4 Tomahawk tokens. Now what you are going to do is use this token and the Galaxy Tomahawk for a Link Summon, and that's going to make Nightmare Phoenix to your side of the field. Use Summon Sorceress in another token for a Link Summon to make Firewall Dragon to your side of the field. Next, you are going to use your Divine Sword Phoenix Blade. Let me go ahead and banish. It kind of doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and banish a Twilight Ninja Jowgen, and I'm going to banish Isol to add Divine Sword Phoenix Blade from my graveyard to my hand. I'm going to use my Nightmare Phoenix for a Link Summon for Nightmare Mermaid, and then I'm going to activate my Nightmare Mermaid's effect. I'm not going to activate Firewall Dragon's effect just yet. I'm going to pitch the Divine Sword Phoenix Blade to special summon Ibli to my side of the field, and then I'm going to use the Ibli in a token to make another monster. So I'm going to put the Ibli to my opponent's side of the field, and the token gets off the field. That's going to make Nightmare Goblin. Now I'm going to trigger Firewall Dragon's effect to special summon, and I'm going to chain link to place its effect from adding cards from the graveyard or field to the hand. With that, I'm going to add 2 copies of Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo from my graveyard to my hand, and then chain link 2 is going to resolve special summoning Hanzo to my side of the field. Hanzo's effect is then going to trigger, adding Twilight Ninja Getsuga the Shogun, and then now we just take a time to look at the most disgusting hand, the most disgusting board that we have. I have 6 cards in hand. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards on field, and I'm not even done with my combo. This is just insane. Use the Nightmare Goblin, your token, and Grandmaster Ninja Hanzo for a Link Summon. That is going to make Nightmare Griffin and triggering your Firewall Dragon's effect again, and also your Nightmare Griffin. With the Nightmare Griffin, I like to discard the Junk Forward to set the Cursed Sword of Bamboo Sword to my side of the field. And keep in mind, I would actually get 2 free cards, 1 from the Nightmare Mermaid, and then 1 because I discarded the Junk Forward because they are co-linked. So I forgot to add the card from my deck to my hand through Nightmare Mermaid, but I'm definitely going to add the card from the deck to my hand through Nightmare Griffin. So my hand would actually be 7 cards in this type of field. That is insane, and we're still not done. Firewall Dragon will then special summon Twilight Ninja Getsuga Shogun to my side of the field, switch it to defense to activate its effects. That's going to special summon Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo to my side of the field, and my Twilight Ninja Jowgen to my side of the field. I'm going to use all 3 of these, or actually I'm going to use Grandmaster Ninja Hanzo's effect to add another Twilight Ninja Jowgen from my deck to my hand, and then I'm going to use all 3 of these monsters for a Link Summon. So this is going to go to the extra deck, and these 2 are going to go to the graveyard. That's going to make my Tri-Gate Wizard. I'm going to trigger Firewall's effect again to special summon Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo, and then I'm going to activate the effect of Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo. Why do I keep forgetting his effect? To add Twilight Ninja Kagan to my side of the field, or from my deck to my hand. Then I'm going to activate the effects of Twilight Ninja Jowgen, revealing the Nujutsu art again to special summon itself back to the side of the field. And now I'm going to use my Hanzo and my Jowgen for one of my last Link summons. That's going to make the Nightmare Cerberus. And then it's going to trigger my Firewall Dragon's effect again to special summon Twilight Ninja Kagan from my hand to my side of the field. I'm going to use the Kagan for my last Link summon into my Link Kuriboh. So now my opponent is completely extra linked. I'm going to use Firewall Dragon's effect again to special summon Upstart Golden Ninja to my side of the field. So I'm going to wind up with a full board of 7 monsters on my side of the field. I have a cursed bamboo sword that can pair up with golden bamboo sword to draw 2 more additional cards on my next turn. I have 2 free cards inside of my hand, and oh, I forgot. I'm going to set the Ninjutsu Art of Transformation face down on my opponent's turn. I'm going to use it, tributing the upstart golden ninja to special summon the Mist Valley Apex Avion, and this is why it's Infinite Negates. If my opponent activates a card effect, I'm going to use the effect of Mist Valley Apex Avion, returning it from my field to my hand to negate my opponent's activation. Since a card that left Firewall that points to is left the field, it's going to activate its effect to special summon that Mist Valley Apex Avion back to my side of the field. Is that busted? Hell yes, because even if my opponent has interaction with my Firewall Dragon, I have a Tri-Gate Wizard to completely negate that activation. So your Ghost Ogres, that's not gonna work. Your Infinite Impermanences, that's not gonna work. You're gonna need 2 copies of those cards, as well as ways to break my Extra Link and break the Nightmare Corruptor Ibli on your side of the field. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give this video a like. If you didn't, let me know down below in the comment section what I could do to do better. I know I was still a locked character, but we're working on it. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy. I hope you guys having a great day like I am.